What's up, Harley Roxx here from Rock Rage Radio, here with Rose's Unread. What's up?
What's up? Just
Hello, hello.
chilling, winding down for the day. I'm just taking it easy.
I just walked
Awesome,
in the door from
awesome.
work.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, finally had a moment to chill. I live next door to my parents. It's
Uh-huh.
very only child of me, but I live next door to my parents, and I was like, "What are y'all eating for supper tonight?" And they were like, "Oh, we're grilling." I was like, and I was looking kind of desperate, and they're like, "Just come on." I think they could tell
Oh.
like she has nothing to eat at the house,
Uh-oh.
and I don't.
Oh.
So I got a free dinner, looking miserable and pathetic.
Oh. Well, at
Yeah,
least
they're just
it's
like,
food,
oh,
right?
exactly. Hey, and
Yeah.
you
I'll eat
can't
after this.
deny like mom's cooking. You can't. So
This is true. Very
you
true.
can't.
So it's really cool to actually see you in person and not like scrolling on
I
TikTok.
I was thinking the same thing. And like real quick before we talk, you've got to tell me about this Avril Lavigne thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I've had this concept. I've been wanting to do this for like the past over 6 years. Pretty much like whenever my fiance started his Motley Crue tribute, I was like,
Uh huh.
man, like if I was to do a tribute, like it would either be to like Escape the Fate or Avril Lavigne, but obviously the female kind of. Plus,
Yeah, I
like,
think it's cool.
so
I was
like
like,
when I was in high school, this was like summer after my junior year. Her album dropped. My best friend burned me a CD of Let Go, and I'm like, ever since then, like she's been a huge role model of mine, and just like I cannot wait.
so like I'm in total agreement with you, and I kind of have like a similar story. And I
Hmm.
remember it was summer when I saw that album, and we were in Walmart, and we were in Selmer, Jed, which is pretty close to where
Yeah.
Jed is. And we were in this
Hmm.
little rinky dink Walmart, and I saw that album, and it said "Let Go," Avril Lavigne, and I was like, let me try something new. So I grabbed it and like became obsessed, just obsessed.
Yeah.
And I listened to it over and over. And that's what kind of made me start writing poetry. And then
Oh,
which led
cool.
to the songs and stuff. So she was a big inspiration to me too. That's why I had to ask you about it because I was
Yeah.
like, me too, you know. So
Yeah.
that was neat. But it
No,
is cool to
it's
talk and
great.
not scroll, like you said.
Yeah, I know. I know. Because I feel like, well, actually, like talking about scrolling, and y'all actually get a lot of traction.
You do
You
too,
get a
though.
lot
I
of
see your
likes.
stuff.
I
I
don't
see your
get
stuff
that
a
many
lot.
likes, though.
Well, but I see your stuff a whole lot though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So it
good.
is. I mean, it is being seen because I mean, I'm scrolling and
Cool.
like I'll see one, and then I'll scroll and I'll see another one. And it's just like I don't know. Maybe because
Wow.
I do like a lot of your stuff, so maybe it's like giving me
Mm-hmm.
the algorithm that giving me more of you,
Probably.
maybe. But
That's
anyway,
awesome.
it is cool. Yeah, TikTok's weird. Like I'm still trying to figure it out. Like it started
Uh-huh.
off, it was real slow, and then it picked up, and then sometimes it gets slow again, then it picks back up. It's so weird. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just trying
Like,
to
I
get that
feel
algorithm
like,
going.
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like the
I've had the
algorithm was,
worst part.
yeah, and I feel like the algorithm was way better, like, during the pandemic.
I
Because
think
I was
so
getting
too.
like over thousands of views like every video and like hundreds of
And
likes and all this. And now it's just like, you'll be lucky if you get 100 likes. I'm like, okay.
yeah, it's like I'm to the point. Like I know we don't do great, but like I'm like I'll take a few hundred. I mean I'm cool with that. Whatever. Like hey,
Hmm.
Yeah,
because I mean I think a few hundred's cool. I mean it may not be to somebody else, but I
definitely.
still 100's cool too. For I mean for TikTok because it's like you're just playing a game with it. You're just
I
playing a
know.
game.
Yeah, I think it seems like they're pushing the live streams more. I need to do more of that because I generally don't. So,
I did one
but,
time and it made me
hmm.
so annoyed and I never did it again. And I
Oh,
mean,
what
I
happened?
was just, I don't, I think I was just talking, and it's like, it was just random people. It wasn't even like people that cared about the band. It was just like random people. And I was like, all
Oh,
right, I'm
yeah.
done. I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just, but I
I
guess it
don't
would
have enough
depend on
followers to
how you
get there
use
yet.
it. Yeah, I'm more of a,
Working on it.
let me get on Twitch. I don't have that many followers on there, but I'd rather get on there than TikTok.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, just to start out with some questions about your band. So like who are aside from Avril, like who are some other influences that made you want to start a band?
So I think it all started. It was around that time, a little bit before I'd fiddle with some poetry because my cousin wrote, and I looked up to her, and I wanted to write poetry too. And then
Oh.
she introduced me to corn, and I could always sing as like a child growing up, and and then my cousin would be like, "Oh, Allison, you can really sing, da da da." And my parents would tell me, but I was super shy, and I wouldn't sing in front of anybody. Now I don't
Mhm.
shut up, but Jed will Jed will tell you. But yeah, it
Oh.
I'm
all kind
just here
of
for moral support.
yeah, really you are. Um, but yeah, it all kind of stemmed from hearing corn, and then seeing that chicks were doing it too, and I was like, you know what, like I could do this. And then Evanescence came out. And then, shortly after that,
Yeah.
I joined a band. I found some, guys in high school, and that's kind of how it all began, and then evolved into this some kind of way.
Nice. That's super awesome. Jed, do you have any influences that made you want to pick up an instrument?
Well, I started back in the mid '90s, so grunge was a big thing on me. It was one of those things like I played guitar a little bit, had some friends that had a band, and they're like, "Hey, you play guitar? We need a bass player," and they threw me a bass. Um, so, like, of course, your Nirvana, Silverchair, Corn, um,
Right on.
stuff like that has always been a big influence on me. Of course, I go back to like Geezer and from Black Sabbath and Zeppelin and
Oh
everything
yeah.
else. So I have a
That's
wide
what's up.
variety of musical influences. You can
That's
ask
awesome
Allison. I
though.
have huge variety of musical influences.
Jed
Nice.
will play something sometimes, and he's like, "Check this out. This is really cool." And I'm going, "Uh huh." but
I
yeah,
like good music.
Ba- Bass
but
players are important. I actually am a bass player too,
Oh,
somewhat.
nice, nice.
So yeah.
and
You're a
see,
good person.
Yeah.
John was originally a bass player, and then he switched
Hmm.
to guitar too. So he started off bass too.
And then
Nice.
he betrayed us all.
Then he betrayed us all.
Yes.
He still picks up that bass sometimes though.
Yeah.
He gets an itch for it sometimes, and he'll
Yeah.
pick it up, and he'll fiddle around with it.
Nice.
But yeah, when he before he and I formed Roses Unread, he was a bass player in a different band. I lost my guitar player,
Hmm.
totally changed the name, members, and he's like, I think I want to play guitar, and I'm like, no, you play bass, da, da, da. And he's like, well, he's like,
Wow.
no, but I used to play guitar a little bit. I think I can pick it back up since I've I've gotten really comfortable with bass. And I was like, all right, well, go for it, and it ended up working out. So it was kind of cool how that happened.
Well, I'm glad
That's
you did because
awesome.
if not, I
That's
probably
sweet.
wouldn't be in the band. So
Yeah, you probably wouldn't. There's there's no telling what probably egotistical guitar player we have.
Oh man.
I know,
No, I'm just messing. But
I
who knows
know.
who who knows what it would have been, But yeah, it's
Hmm.
just crazy to think about. It really
Now you got
is.
an egotistical bass player.
We're musicians. We're
Never a
all
bad
a
thing.
little
It's a
bit
little bit,
egotistical,
yeah.
and I'm a Leo, which makes it worse. So
Oh.
yeah,
But the bad thing is she's not the biggest diva in the band.
I'm really not.
Really?
That would
No.
be our drummer.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now you said your guitar player is also your husband, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
he
Oh.
had something he had to do. He's actually in the house right now, but he's kind of tied up. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a ride. Yeah. No, it really is an adventure though, because like we've been together like a month longer than this band's been together. So
Whoa.
it was like he was in one band, I was in one band, and we started talking in the midst of playing shows together.
Uh
And then
huh.
those bands both kind of split, and that's when we formed Roses Unread, and he switched from bass to guitar. So
Oh,
it kind of
cool.
worked. So
That's
it
awesome.
was like February we dated, and then March Roses Unread. It
That's
was crazy, and
cool.
we went through so many bass players. And Jed, what year did you join? It was two
When did
thousand.
y'all ask me, or when did I actually play my first show?
Oh, like when? Well, actually, like when did you join? Like when was?
It's like late 2015, I guess, and then we played my first show in 2016.
And then
Nice.
you recorded on Vultures.
Yes, Vultures was my first recording
So he
because
came
that
in
came in
Cool.
Silver
right after,
Lining.
yeah, Silver Lining. You came in right after that, and we. What was crazy is Jed was in a band with the drummer we had before Jed, and like their band had split. So it's like we all ended up playing together. It was weird, and
It was
then
basically
and
my
then
old band with us, with her as
yeah,
the singer and John on the other
Mm-hmm.
guitar. So
and then Grant went on to play with Through Fire, and now he's in Fozzy. So
What?
yeah,
hmm
Grant was on the Silver Lining CD of ours, and then
Mm-hmm.
he didn't play on he left right before Vultures because he got that big opportunity, and we were like,
hmm
Oh yeah.
well,
Yeah.
and I
Totally
mean,
get
he's
it.
I'm like, you're playing with Chris Jericho, what? Like the coolest thing.
That's
I'm happy.
awesome.
We're
yeah,
happy for him.
he's my
It's
little brother. I
awesome.
love him. He's like my little
Oh,
brother, so I love
sweet.
him to death.
That's so
Yes,
cool though. I've always been a huge wrestling fan. Like,
I have
gosh,
too.
since like right after high school. I guess I was like '04
Let me
when
guess.
I first watched WrestleMania 20.
Did you like the Hardy Boys?
I was more of a CM Punk fan.
Really? See, I was Hardy Boys, like, and I was like really bad obsessed. It was
Hold
bad.
up.
It was really bad there for a while. Like I thought I
Uh,
wanted to be a
I
wrestler at
even
one point. Oh
got
yeah, that's
a
cool.
CM Punk
Oh,
tattoo.
cool.
That's
Yeah, it
yeah.
was funny
Oh, I
because
saw the
like
Gur.
Yeah.
yeah. Now
Nice.
that at the point that I actually saw Fozzy play live for the first time, and Jericho came out with the light bright jacket, I was like trying to cover up my tattoo because like at that point, him and CM Punk were having that big old beef, and
Uh-huh.
he threw the all the whiskey over CM Punk, trying to make him drink it. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
So was
but it was cool though.
was Grant playing at that show you went to see?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look.
I was
I'd
just
have to
wondering
look.
Oh,
like
I'm not sure.
when that was,
because
but
what Grant was
yeah,
what
That
2022.
was. I think it was either. I think it was like 2015,
No,
so
14.
that
yeah,
would have been way yeah, because he was still with us then.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to like a few, then he ended up with Fozzy. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And then so like after we lost Grant, we got another drummer, but he lived like 3 hours away, and it was like a hectic drive for him. And he was
Whoa.
like, he stayed with us a while though, but he's like, I just can't
oh,
do it
3 years,
anymore.
two
And
years.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then another band we used to play with, you might have heard of them, Persevere, like back in
Hmm.
the day.
Not
They
sure.
they played a few shows with Shinedown and with
Oh wow.
Bush, and things happened with that band, and they split. And then so
Wow.
Rocky, he'd done all that, and he thought, like, oh, we're doing stuff, we're playing with like, all these cool bands, and then that happens, and that, I don't
Hmm.
even know what went down, but that happened, and he was just pretty much sitting there for like a year doing nothing.
Wow.
And
Dang.
so we after we lost our last drummer, I was like, well, what are we
I
gonna
guess we
do?
have to call him.
And I was like, we were just thinking, and I'm like, what about Rocky? I don't even know if Rocky would even want to play with us. At the time we didn't know. We're like, we don't even know, but but John and Rocky were good friends in high school actually,
Oh.
and
Okay.
then we played with his band and stuff. So we were kind of like Jed playing with his band with
hmm
Grant, and
Mm-hmm.
And I
um
known Rocky for a long time too. I
and
used
he'd
to
known
one of my old
Rocky,
bands played with him too. So
Right
and
on.
he listened to the Rapture songs we had, and he was like, I'm down to come try this out, and it just worked out. So I almost
That's
feel
good.
like we're like all the bands that we did things with are all together in a way. It's kind of cool. Like it still keeps the memories alive.
yeah,
Yeah. And that's it. That's super cool when that happens. And you'll have a very I guess I'd describe it like very larger than life sound from your recordings and stuff. You got the brand new song Brand New Me, which is awesome. So I was actually gonna ask you, like, I'm a big lyric person, so like that's like pretty much the one thing I listen for. So
Yeah.
how did you come up with the lyrics for that? Like, is there a story behind it?
So when I first wrote it, me and Jed were actually talking about this yesterday. When I first wrote it, it was not a good song toward myself. I tend to beat myself up over things I've done in the past. And for a while, it was really hard for me to move on from them and to know, I'm a better person now than I used to be. And that's not who I am anymore. But, there's always sometimes that feeling of like it comes back, and you
Yeah.
got to try to control it, and you got to think I'm not like that anymore. I'm better than I used to be. I'm not making those mistakes anymore. I see the direction I need to go, and then something tries to pull you back. And so the verses
Always.
are the verses are kind of that pullback, but the chorus is like when you realize, no, I'm better than that. I've overcome so much, and it was kind of like an apology song to myself because I beat myself up so long for just stupid stuff, in the past, like everything. We all do it, we all do it, and we
Yeah.
can't change it. It's like you just have to move past it, and you have to and you learn from it. That's the thing, you learn from it. You don't go back. And that was a lesson I had to learn was, forgive yourself, move on. Nobody's perfect. You're
Hmm.
probably gonna mess up again, and then you're gonna, it's like, you're not perfect. And I think if we took the time to kind of realize that and forgive ourselves, we could even forgive others. So it's like that's a big thing. So that's basically the inspiration. And I'm glad I
So
changed the lyrics because they're more positive now. And because at first it was like I said, I was just like beating myself up, and I was like, no, this needs to change. I was like, I need to change. And then it just ended up sparking that whole idea of brand new me. So yeah,
Aw.
it was
Oh,
a
that's
journey,
so
a
cool.
self-reflective journey.
There you go. Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of relatable for a lot of people.
Yeah. And
You know.
that's like all I wanted. I wanted the people to like who were hurting like me and still being controlled by past things. Like I wanted the people to know that, hey, it's okay. Yeah, you did that, but you can move on and you can be better, and you can,
Hmm.
you can help somebody from it. So, that's
Yes.
really it helped me. It was like a therapy for me to write it, but in the same sense I wanted to help somebody too.
Oh, definitely. And now, as far as live shows, you guys have a favorite song to play live?
Jed, you go first.
Well, I'm honestly really looking forward to this new one because it is a lot of fun. It's a very driving song. So it's kind of just a relentless like dun 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 dun, just constant. It's
Yeah.
really fun to play, and I can't wait to get it live. But right now, honestly, probably one of my favorite ones, and going back to ego a little bit, is Leave a Light On, just
Hmm.
because I get to have a lot of fun in it. It's the bass lines I wrote in it are very work very well with what Allison's doing, what the drums are doing, and fits in there. And I mean, just a little egotistical in there because it's really hit bass heavy. So
Yeah, it really
Nice.
is.
Nice.
Yeah, my favorite right now, it's not even out yet. Like we're in the process of
Ah.
we want to do that. We played the song live. Things happened and we weren't able to get the music video out as soon as we wanted. But it's such a fun song to
Gotcha.
play live. We just kept it in there and we're like, you know what? The
Hmm.
recording of it's done. We'll release it when we do a video, and we're gonna
mm,
do that in October. So it'll be like a 4-day process of doing a music video for it. But it's called Murder She Wrote Me. And that's
Oh,
become my
cool.
favorite because it's like it's kind of like brand new me's sister or
Oh,
brother. It's like a
nice.
sister
That's
brother. So they
awesome.
kind of like coexist in a way to me, and
Yeah.
different vibe totally. But that one's very bass driven also.
Very
It's very
cool.
I
he
have a
even
bass
has a little
solo.
spotlight in it. Yeah, you have a little.
Oh,
Yeah, you do.
Give it up for the bass player every now and again.
heck yeah.
It's got a cool. It's got a cool groove. It really does. And when the drum and the bass meet, it's just it's like kind of magical. It's like I love that song, and it's just one of those. I'm like, if we're gonna put this out, we're gonna do this one right because
It's
it's
Yeah.
like
driving
go
as well
big
too.
or
Like
go
it's got that.
home.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got that driving beat too.
and then like the second verse, like the guitar comes in and it's like even makes it drive even harder. So I
Hmm.
just can't wait. But I mean, other than that, we do a cover of Running Up That Hill, and I love doing it too. And
Oh,
that was like
yeah.
always a favorite even before Stranger Things. And
Oh,
we got
nice.
into Stranger Things. I actually found
Hmm.
the song on the OC. I don't even know if you know that show,
Oh
but
my
yeah.
gosh. Throwback.
Yeah, so when the OC came out with
So
when
funny.
Marissa died and Ryan was recovering
Oh
from
my
it,
gosh.
they played
Yeah.
the placebo running up that hill, and I was like obsessed with that song. and like I loved it, and I played it over and over and over. And then jump to 2024, 23, 24, and they come out with the
Yeah.
Stranger Things, and they bring Kate Bush back, and that
Mm-hmm.
song blows up. And then Rocky, he loves Stranger Things, so he's like, we've got to cover this song. And I'm like, you don't have to ask me, I'm down, because I've loved this song for a long time. I was like,
Yeah.
but it's cool because I never thought I'd get to cover one of my seriously favorite songs on this planet, and it is one of them. So it's like
Oh, awesome.
kind of neat that it worked out that way. I was like, yeah, I'm glad you got into Stranger Things, and that song came out because I've always wanted to cover this song. I just never thought anybody would want to cover it with me. So it was kind of
Oh,
cool.
cool.
It's cool,
Well,
but I
that's
love that one
yeah.
live.
Mm.
Yeah, that's always
So,
awesome when that happens. But so since y'all have been playing a while, obviously playing live shows for a long time, you have any crazy show stories?
so I can say one because I'm gonna lead up to something. So
Okay.
so we're playing. Well, I can go ahead and tell the first part. We're playing a show called Bone Stock in Poplar Bluff, Missouri,
This was
and
pre me.
it's yeah. Well, no, but we are playing this year, September
Yeah,
18th. Yeah. And we're playing that in Poplar Bluff.
28.
It's like a big festival they put on, lots of bands. It's really cool. Like Pro Severe played it when Rocky was in Pro Severe, and a lot of other bands we knew. But for the longest time, they shut the show down because I
Wow.
guess some things got out of hand. I don't know. Something happened, and it was like 2013 or 14. So it was, yeah, it's like 10 years. It's been shut down for 10 years, and they're bringing it back.
Wow.
So they asked us if we wanted to play it, or no, they didn't even ask us if we wanted to play it. I saw the flyer; it was coming back, and I was like, "We want to play it," And he's like, "Yeah, come on, we can do, we can add you guys on." And it was just like nothing, and
Nice.
got on there. It was just, I was so happy. But leading up to that, before Jed, this is, yeah, BD before B. I would say be
Beach.
like you're talking in like way back in the day,
Oh
BC
my
and all
god.
that stuff before Jed or whatever. But way back before Jed, we played Bone Stock in 2012. Well, at the time, it was like a whole different lineup, but me and John. So me and John and like three other guys. Well, our drummer's wife at the time was 9 months pregnant. We told her
Oh,
not to come. It was the middle of August, hot as hell. She
yikes.
came, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." So I said, "Like, sit under the tent. Don't get up. Don't do nothing. Because this could get bad. It was hot." Well, we're up there
Yeah.
playing, and I mean, I'm sweating. It's like it's so hot. I don't know how she's standing it. I
Yeah.
don't know how I'm standing it. I get off the stage, and there's like, I don't know. I can't. I don't know how many people it was. It was like I've never seen so many people in a show in my life. It was like it was crazy, and it may
Wow.
have just seemed that way. I don't know, but I couldn't get to the back to the merch booth, and all I could think of was Molly's back there by herself. And
Oh
all these
gosh.
people are going to the merch booth to get like t-shirts, CDs, whatever. And I'm like, I've got to get back there.
Yeah.
Well, before I could get back there, she's already like bent over trying to get t-shirts, CDs. I'm like, stop, stop, move, And my mom came to the show. She's trying to get back because she was trying to take some pictures and she was going to go back to help. Well, all of a sudden, she starts feeling a pain. And I'm like, here we go. So
Okay.
she's like, no, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. She's like, I'm just gonna sit down. So my mom kind of took over and I took over, and then things calmed down a minute. So we wanted to go see. I think it was Pro Severe playing, and we were gonna go
Hmm.
support them. So me and the
Yeah.
drummer, and I think John, I don't know, we were all kind of spread out everywhere. We went over there to watch them, and we
Hmm.
get a call, and they're like, you got to come back right now. And
Oh
she
man.
thought her water broke, but it's the other that happens before that. So she still felt something. And she
Hmm.
was like, we got to go. We got to go. So we're in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, trying to make it to Jackson, Tennessee, which is 4 hours away. She refuses to go to a hospital in Poplar Bluff. She wants her doctor, which you can't blame her for it. She wants her doctor.
Sure.
So we're like, so I'm like, we gotta go. Everybody's helping us. Like people we don't even know, like new fans are helping us put our stuff in the merch, trying to get it hauled off. They help us load all this stuff back up, and we hightail it to Jackson. And my dad's pulling this trailer at like 100 miles an hour in
Whoa.
the van. She's like, she's like in the second seat back where Jed always sits, and and we get into Jackson, and her water breaks in the
Oh, great.
parking lot
Really?
of the. Yes, you didn't know that.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
I mean, we
Oh
cleaned it
my
out pretty
gosh.
good,
I'm
but
going to the very
like
back again.
5 minutes, 5 minutes of them wheeling her in there, she had that baby.
Oh my God.
That
That
was
fast.
that was insane. Like I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh God, she's about to have this baby in the van. Like I'm not gonna be able
Oh
to
my
handle
God.
this. This is bad. And she's back there going, oh, oh, and I'm going, oh, it's just awful. Like I'm surprised I still have bad dreams about it because like
Oh my gosh.
y'all, it was awful. I can't even explain. Like the craziest thing. I don't know. Do you have one, Jed? Like that's the main one I can think
Nothing
of.
that really, besides us getting our stuff stolen in
Yeah.
Indianapolis that time.
Oh
Yeah, we
wow.
did get our stuff. Yeah, that did suck. But
We
I
have
mean,
amazing fans.
it was more like bad than like crazy. It was just
Yeah.
all
Yeah, that's
that.
that's more
Oh
bad. But
man.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'll probably like sit down a minute ago here in a minute
Yeah,
and be like, oh yeah, I could have said this and this. But
and I'm sure, I really am sure there's more, but like that's like the first one that always pops in the top of my head because it kind of traumatized me a little bit.
That
I mean, the
is
only thing I could
wild.
think of is when we got lost trying to go to Nashville that time. We got stuck on that little farm road and like chasing turkeys down a road in the van
Oh yeah, that was pretty crazy.
because we had
That was
like
pretty crazy.
Lawrence and half his posse that was with us. We had like 20, it was like 12
Um.
or 13 people in the van with us.
Oh, and do you remember when we ended up in the cow pasture and you were in Shive and y'all were
Oh
following
God.
us? We ended up in a cow pasture. We were
We
supposed to
ended
go
up in the
to,
wrong Norman, Oklahoma.
yeah, it was Norman,
Oh my
Oklahoma, and we ended
gosh.
up in the other, like there's two Norman, Oklahomas,
Oh,
What?
but
that does.
that's like, isn't that like one of Texas's border states, right? Or is it not?
Maybe
I'm
we
trying to
were
think.
now.
Because we were going to Texas after that.
Yeah,
That's
we
Mm.
why
were
I
going
said
home.
that, but I can't remember. But that was a lot. That was like a
That whole
blur
trip was
almost.
because
It was fun, but
we
it
drove
was
from
a
like
lot.
Iuka to Fort Smith to meet up with y'all,
Yeah.
and we got stuck behind. They called us like y'all got like 20 minutes to get here, and we're in a traffic jam that we didn't. That was like stuck for a while.
Yeah, I
We
Oh
forgot about
literally
that.
rolled up
man.
to the place, and within 5 minutes of us getting there, we played our first notes.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
that crazy, and we that was probably one of the best shows that my band at the
It
time
was,
had
yeah,
played.
it was great. It was just one of those, oh my gosh, we're gonna be able to, do this.
We felt so
It's
bad, but it
hectic.
was like we got up there and it was
Well,
amazing.
it is what it
Hmm.
is. Stuff
And then
happens,
we got
and
lost.
and then we get
Then
lost.
there's that. Yeah.
And I just remember being so tired, like pulling into our actual to Norman, Oklahoma. I was so tired, and I know they were because they were
Man.
driving. But like, I was just like, "How are y'all still awake?" Like,
Oh my
I don't even
goodness.
know how we made it.
Gosh. Like that,
'Cause we
honestly, that reminds me of like the trip we took last month out to LA because they my fiance's band played at the Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 2 hours of sleep the night before.
Whoa.
Slept maybe like an hour on the plane, and we get there, and it's pretty much just go, go, load
Mhm.
in, get them ready, go on stage. But we're also, we stayed and supported all the other bands and the big
Yeah.
headliner. And I was just like, I couldn't even stay the whole time throughout Dangerous Toys set. I'm like crashed in the, in the car. Oh my
Now I've been like
God.
that too. It's just like
Oh,
it'll just hit you all of a sudden. You're just like, oh
mhm.
man.
yep.
And then
Yep.
you're trying to fight it. I just remember like coming home at 4 in the morning and like
Oof.
trying to keep him because John always drives. I'm trying to keep him awake, and I'm like
Sure.
probably just talking nonsense at this point, but just trying to keep a conversation going because I'm like,
Sure.
it's scary, but I mean it's part of it. It's
Can
just it
be.
just gets scary. So yeah, and you're just chugging Red Bulls, chugging Red Bulls.
Yeah, see, I can't have energy drinks. Makes me too jittery and
Yeah.
yeah, no. Yeah,
I
there was
can't
an
drink a lot of them. I can
yeah.
do Red Bull, but that's it. I can't do Monster or I don't
I
drink
drink
Yeah.
one a day, one monster a day, and that's about it.
There was an incident in 2012 where I had like, the big monster imports with the screw top. I had two
Hmm.
of
Mhm.
those within an hour.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, so that's how that started.
It's like I can't drink the rains or the bangs because they get me just like
Mm.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I
so.
can only do Red
That
Bull.
sucks. It
I don't
sucks because,
know.
like, they have that Celsius. Arctic. What was it? The Arctic Blue.
Celsius is
Whatever one
okay.
looks
Yeah,
so
like
good.
it just,
It's not as bad as the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
because I think
My
it's
just,
wife
like
gets those a
zero
bit.
everything and doesn't have
yeah.
like all the bad ingredients in it. But I'm
Uh
just
huh.
like, I sniffed it because like I'm like, God, that
Yeah, let
smells
me
so
just,
good. But I wish I could
I
have it.
know.
But that brand Ghost though, they actually make a hydration drink now, kind of like
Hmm.
Gatorade. So they have
Hmm.
the Sour
That,
Patch Kids Blue Raspberry is
that
really
looks
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm
Let's
like,
take a
Hmm.
that's the
look.
only way I can kind of get away with it. Monster
Yeah.
makes the pour water, so I'm good with that because they have the cool design on the cans
Hmm.
too.
Yeah, they
I'm
always
sure
have
with
Yeah,
really,
those.
they do really have cool designs. I will say
I
that.
know.
And I don't know if you guys saw this, and I don't know if Facebook was fibbing, but there was a pink Red Bull.
Oh, what?
It was pink,
Oh,
and it
I
was
thought you were
some
talking
kind
about
of
the monster.
something berry something. And I was like, I need that. But it
Hmm.
was a sugar free one, but it was
Cool.
pink. You know,
Oh, yeah, I've seen the blue one, like
seen
the
it's got
blue
the
edition, and then there's the sea blue edition,
and
and
then
I think
there's
I've
They
seen a
finally got
green
the
one,
they
green
but
finally
one's
got the
my
sugar free
favorite
watermelon.
right now. Is that what it
I'm just
is?
happy
yeah,
they got
I've
they got sugar free watermelon now, and I'm happy as everything because I love that.
Well, no, this one I saw was pink, and I was like, because I love some pink, so I was like, I need to get this
yeah.
Red Bull because it's pink, and then I can't find it anywhere. I don't know.
Oh
Google.
man,
I mean, I guess I
that's
could just to see get a pack of it or something,
yeah.
but
Amazon does
and it's
wonders.
sugar free,
Yep,
so
sugar free
I'm
is
just like,
always
I've got
awesome.
to try this. I'm like, it's pink.
Now, that's how I
I
am with a lot
have
of
to.
stuff. It's like black and hot pink, my
I found
signature
it.
colors. What?
I found
You
it. Hold on.
did?
Oh, look at that.
What is it? Is it
Wall beer. WAL no Wall WALDBEERE.
I don't know.
Red Bull
I'll
Pink
have to
Edition
look that
sugar
up.
free wild berry. Oh, it's wild berry.
Oh, they
So
just
it
spell
must
it.
have been
Spelled it different.
it's European.
So I probably can't get
It's
it.
it's fancy Red Bull.
So I can't
That's
get it
not
because it's
European. I used to live in England, all right? That's not how we spell shit.
what is that?
I don't know. It's got the Euro mark on it. That's all that's where I'm going from that.
Uh-huh.
So
Got
I
it.
probably
Got
can't
it.
get it. And that's just gonna make
Amazon.
me mad. I know,
I
man.
mean,
Amazon, I'm telling you. They have
Germany.
everything on there.
Huh?
Germany.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
What a letdown.
Dude, what? Why would they show a picture of that then? That's just wrong. Like that is
That's
wrong,
mean.
y'all. That's
I mean,
wrong. Ugh.
somebody said they ordered
Anyway.
it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Now you got
Anyway.
me curious on this. I'm glad I have two screens,
Oh
so that's always the
my
fun part.
god. There
Well,
you
I
go.
saw it and I was like, maybe somebody like made this up. You know, how people Photoshop crap, and I'm like,
Oh,
they made
It's
this
AI.
up,
real.
and I'm
It's
like,
real.
it's
It's
real,
real.
and I can't get to it.
Never say can't. There
Well, like
are
you
ways.
said, Amazon maybe. I'm like, do I know anybody in Germany?
Never know.
I probably do, but
The,
I
the the internet can connect you to a wide
Or
variety of
forest
people. Which
fruits.
which
four
speaking
fruits.
of,
Forest.
y'all have you're on every social media.
We're
So
on
eh,
TikTok,
Facebook, quite a
Facebook, Instagram. We have a thread list. We have like our website. Will take you out to everything. I think the central hub. There's like I feel like there's something else now I'm missing. So we have our thread
hmm.
list for our merch, and then it's TikTok. Like you said,
Instagram.
Instagram and Facebook. But I feel like there was something else. But maybe I'm just crazy. But if you go to Rose's Unread
X.
official, it'll take you to like the central hub to find everything.
Well, there you go. So make sure you
Me
guys
too.
go
Yes.
follow
Forest.
them because y'all make some awesome TikTok videos. Just gonna
We're
say
trying.
it's
Like
pretty
we
cool.
like it's weird because you kind of got to figure out what works and what doesn't. And I've like done stupid stuff. I've done like what just random stuff, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just keep it simple, keep it professional. Let's just do some stuff
Mm-hmm.
with me just singing. And if we get something kind of funny, like I'll post something every now and then, kind of silly. But like if we get something like that, post that. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to keep it simple and trying to keep it consistent. You know, like that's yeah.
Definitely.
Because I can't, because my brain is just doing like this the whole time. I got to be consistent. Like it's just.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Definitely. And y'all have merch too, I assume.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you can get the threadless. I think it's just threadless.com roses the dash roses unread. I think that is that what it
Mm-hmm.
is, Jed?
That
I think so.
sounds correct.
Okay. Sometimes sometimes we'll put like band behind it, but I don't think we did. I think we just did roses unread. So
Hmm.
it's been a
That
while since
sounds
I've been
really
on it.
correct.
But every now and then they'll send you like discounts and they'll be like 15% off and you can get like a $12 t-shirt.
Oh wow.
So, so I try to like post those sometimes. Just when I'm like, okay, they're $12 today. You might want to if you've been wanting to get one. They're only 12.
Yeah.
But I personally
Awesome.
like the zip up hoodies. I like those. Those are my favorite.
Same
I
though.
live in those in the fall and winter. Live in them.
Yeah, Doc. I wish it was colder here more, but
I'm so ready for
it is what it
October.
is. Oh, same though.
I think
This
I'm
this heat's killing me.
seriously gonna start decorating for
Yeah.
Halloween like the third week of September.
Oh, my son just bought his Halloween mask.
What's
Oh,
he gonna
cool.
be?
He found a gas mask at Dollar General for like $4.
That's so random. I was thinking like Spider Man.
No, whose kid is it?
I know, but still, I was just thinking, oh, he's gonna get like Spider Man or Batman or like something like
Uh-huh.
that. And he's like a gas mask. I'm like,
I
okay.
just got a random text message today, and it's just my son in a gas mask. I'm like,
You're like,
and my mother
okay.
made a Doctor Who reference. It was like, "Are you my mummy?"
Oh my gosh. I love Doctor Who.
Yay!
So funny.
Yeah, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, so I love it.
Nice. Favorite doctor?
Peter Capaldi right now.
Ah, excellent
I am
choice.
I am a huge
You
fan of
know
him.
what I always found funny was during I can't remember what season it was, but during the Ninth Doctor's reign, Peter Capaldi was actually in an episode. In
Was
the
that no? That was 10.
the one in Rome.
Yeah, that was
I
10.
was
That was
with
10.
not.
Was
Oh
it?
yeah, that's right. I
Yeah,
thought I could have sworn it was before that, but
because it was him and It was 10 and Donna.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that was the Pompeii.
Yeah. Yeah. David Tennant. He was my favorite doctor. He did a great
I
job.
I love Tenet, but
I need to go
Capaldi
back and
is
watch that because I
you
started
really
it and
do.
something happened and I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like finish it. And I need to go back and watch
I
that.
wish Eccleston had
Yeah.
stayed longer, but I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my favorite pairing was Tennant and Billie Piper because I was a huge Billie Piper fan from her music when I lived in England. So
I
it's
didn't know
like to
she did
see
music.
her. Yeah, she was a big pop princess over there, kind of like
I have to check that
Avril,
out.
Wow.
but way
Yeah.
more pop though.
Hmm.
But yeah, she
But
got some
yeah,
good stuff though. A
of course,
lot of good.
I like them all for different reasons. I just honestly
Hmm.
wish oh, what's her name? The 13th Doctor.
See,
I just
I didn't watch that one. I need to catch
I
up.
really like her. I think
Hmm.
she did a good job. She's like a weird mix of Tennant and Matt Smith.
Oh, cool.
But
That sounds
but
fun.
the people who are writing for it didn't do her justice.
Ah, I hate when that
Sorry,
happens.
I could go into some Doctor Who.
All good, all
We'll make
good.
Don't
Allison be
spoil it
So,
quiet
because
for a little bit.
I was like, don't spoil it
yes,
because I need to watch it.
yes,
No,
me
honestly,
too.
it's really
So
good, and I will
good.
say this: there's a few things I don't like about the new season right now that's out, but I'm honestly
Hmm.
really liking Ncuti Gatwa's the Doctor.
Cool.
He's really good. I think them going to Disney and getting the Disney money in there is really helping out.
So wait, is it on Disney Plus now then?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I have that.
They don't have the other
Wow.
seasons yet, though. They just have the new stuff.
Okay. I'll have to
But they
check
do
it
have
out for
Tennant and Donna's
sure.
Return, which is amazing.
OMG. Yeah, definitely gonna have to check that out.
Yes.
I'm gonna close this with one question because I always just throw in something random. So, favorite movie right now? Could be Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever you like, or TV show for that matter.
I don't watch enough TV or movies to really.
Hmm.
I mean, I've been watching The Boys. Let me rephrase that. I watched The Boys.
Okay.
I love The Boys.
Let's see. We watched the new Quiet Place, though I will say, and
Is it good?
it was so good. Like
Oh,
there was y'all. I've watched so many scary movies, like so many, and I was seriously going, I can't, I can't, I can't. You know, and he's like, and John's like, what the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, I can't. You know, I mean, it's that intense. So like,
yeah.
not that it was
That's
like my favorite, but I would say it was really, really good, and it's worth it. It's
that's
very
awesome.
much worth it.
Now, is that
But
the one that
on
came
a
after two, right?
do it now. Yeah, I think
That was,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
the third
I,
one.
I think it's it's the third one. And then I've just been like, for some reason, watching Jersey Shore because it's ridiculous
Hell
and it
yeah.
makes my life seem better.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
I'm having a really bad day about myself. Let's watch Jersey
Oh my
Shore.
god.
I feel better already.
I think my favorite new one at the moment, well, newer movie is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh,
That
don't say
was
I've
anything
heard
about it. I
people
haven't seen it
talking
yet.
about it.
I,
I don't want to
I
hear about
won't
it.
I will just say it's phenomenal. You will not be
That's what
disappointed.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody else said.
So
I think
good.
somebody else said that it was really, really good. So
I haven't
Yeah.
even watched the second one all the way through.
What?
I don't. I don't have. I come
Uh,
home. I got family, and I sit down. and can't watch it with my son in the room. So
yeah.
yeah,
Dang.
well, but yeah, y'all check out. Seriously, watch Quiet Place 3. Like it's if you want something like seriously that's gonna make you like,
Uh-huh.
because it's like hard to. I feel like it's hard to find like good jump scares and things like that anymore. I feel like. I mean, there's some good stuff, but like it's just hard for me because I've watched so many, and that was
Yeah.
actually pretty.
Yeah.
This one was actually pretty terrifying. So just throwing that out there. It was
Yeah,
good.
I started this movie on Netflix last night called Tarot because, I'm
ooh,
very much into the witchy stuff,
We watched that. It's
and
actually it's pretty good.
yeah,
Hmm.
okay, yeah, because I just got past the initial beginning part, so where they returned from the cabin, so
Yeah, they were
I'm
they.
eager to finish up that uh after this. That'll be
Yeah, you
good.
sounded like me. They were like, "Oh, Alston Tarot, this looks up your alley." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's watch it."
Yeah, I
When it
actually,
popped up,
yeah.
"Yep, y'all know
Oh.
me, y'all know me."
Yeah, I got my own deck, so I got this anime deck. Really pretty.
So I kind of collect them, and I know like I don't think you're
Hmm.
actually. I don't know if you're supposed to buy your own, but I do it anyway because I
Hmm.
collect them. Like I have a Garbage Pail Kids one. I have like a
Oh,
Nightmare for
nice.
Christmas. I just because
Oh.
I just think they're cool and like all the design. I
Hmm.
just like looking at all the different designs and stuff. And I
Yeah.
yeah I got a few more, but those are like I have a Game of Thrones one. I mean it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Nice.
It's bad. But
Yeah, because I didn't want like a traditional pack, but
I didn't either. I was like, oh,
the anime was just like it was perfect. Because I know like the whole
okay.
thing, you're not supposed to use someone else's deck
Yeah, that's true.
to do
But
readings,
I
but
mean, I feel like you should be able to buy your own deck. You know,
yeah, I
like
think that's kind of how you have to do it.
somebody's like,
So
they need to be gifted to you. Yeah, I gifted them to myself.
exactly.
I don't
I
know
don't
enough about
know.
them to. One of my good
It's
friends,
It's
Anne's, used to be
fine.
really big into it, and every time I'd end up over there, she'd be like, "Let me read your tarot." I'm like, "Okay." I have no
Oh,
idea what this means.
yeah.
yeah. No, it's a lot of fun
I've
though.
read
He was
some
cool though.
before, and I kind of freaked some people out. I kind of felt weird about it. I was like,
Whoops.
did that work? Like I'm like, I'm just having fun, just being silly, and I'm like, oh, that actually, okay, that works, okay. And
Yeah.
they were like, Allison, stop, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. They're like, no, stop. I'm like, okay.
It was crazy because my first reading I did on myself yesterday was
Mm-hmm.
like so true. It was weird,
Yeah,
but it was
there was
cool. Like
one I did
cool
one
weird
time, and I
though.
freaked myself out and I put them up. I'm not even playing. I freaked myself out. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna read my own tarot. I'm like, how am I gonna read my own tarot? So I was just like, I was really concentrating, you know. And then I flipped them and I started reading the book, and it was actually a dog theme one, and it was comparing you to dogs
Oh,
and how they acted and things.
oh,
And I was like, and it's actually my favorite deck because I love dogs, so it's like my favorite deck.
oh.
And it talks about like being in a pack. It would talk about band stuff. It was weird, but like how the team and the pack and all this. And I was like, this is really. I was like, wow, like that's crazy. So
Oh, cool.
I don't know, but I freaked myself out. Put it down. Do that a lot.
Oh, that's awesome, though. But thank y'all so much for sitting
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
me
no
and
problem.
taking the
Thanks for
time
having
to
us.
chat. Oh, of course. No,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to chat with y'all for, God, what was it, like 3 years now? Because I think I first found y'all in like 2021.
I feel like
Something
it was
about
like
that.
during, like a little bit after Rapture, I think, because like we started getting big like on TikTok, because I think we were still kind of like trying to figure it out and stuff, but
Yeah, it was
like
Creatures was how I
that's
found
yep.
y'all.
So it's like right
Yeah.
after Rapture.
Yeah.
I knew it was around there,
Yeah.
but like because you did a little reaction video to it.
I did.
I
Yes,
remember
I
that.
did.
Yep. But see, like I said, you pop up all the time too. So I don't know. I think TikTok's just crazy and has weird algorithms, and nobody can
Oh,
figure
of
them out.
course. Yeah.
It'll work for 3 days and then I'll have like some random stupid dance thing. I'm like, nope. Like relationships are so crazy. No.
It was funny because like on my personal profile, like I posted the same video I did on my band one, and my band one, which has like way less followers, like only just reaching about 300.
Yeah.
Like that video popped off way more on there than on my personal one that has over 35,000 followers.
Yeah.
I'm like,
See,
what
it's
is
weird?
What's going on here?
I'm telling you, it's
Like, for
TikTok.
real,
It's
for
not
real.
us. It's TikTok. It's TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen
Fix
like
your
other
algorithm,
things.
seriously.
That other things I'm like, why isn't this viral? And it's not. You know, I'm like, why isn't this viral? Like I'll just see something really cool or something, and it's like got 5 views, and I'm like, why? You know?
But yeah, and then like I had, I went to Aftershock and did band interviews and whatnot, and obviously watched some of the artists I'd never seen before, like Limp Bizkit, and like I posted pretty much every video, right? And tell me why Nookie was the one that went viral and 1.3 million views and 70K likes. I'm like,
it's a great song.
One video, one time. That was it.
It's like,
so you did it all for the Nookie.
Oh my God.
And you can take that cookie.
Stick it up your yeah. Stick it up your yeah.
It was so funny because like he was dressed all like Western and like a cowboy and whatnot for that show.
I'm
and
so jealous.
He
They're
was
on my
doing
bucket list.
the little line dancing on stage, and then Borland comes in with just some cool guitar riff.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of the song. I'm like, that's badass. They're so good live.
Mm-hmm.
They're on my bucket
I'd love
list.
to see
I
them.
have not seen them, and I want to so bad. They're on the bucket list.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. If you get a chance, go see them because they are so good. So good.
Because I mean, like Korn and Limp Bizkit are what started it all for me on my rock and roll, like want to be in a band journey.
Oh yeah.
But besides the Avril thing, because I was like, because like some people even make fun of me for listening to Avril. I don't care. I like Avril. Make fun of me. I didn't care.
I just make fun of you. I just make fun of you for everything. So.
And then you're like, you can't listen to Korn and listen to Avril Lavigne. You know how like teenagers back in the day are. I'm like, I do what I want. Like forget y'all. I'm doing what I want. Like,
it's not
I bought the Mandy Moore CD back in '99 or 2000. They were one of my friends. It's like, you like Mandy Moore? I was like, I like music.
Yeah, you're just like whatever.
She had like, I don't know. Like I only liked one song of hers. Candy was pretty much it.
Yeah,
I think that's why I bought the album.
Yeah,
which was weird for me because my mom's name was Candy.
Oh wow!
But I still liked the song. It was just, it was like one of those things. And then my mom would sing it along with me, and I'm like, this is weird.
Oh no, I did walk into a place and buy a DMX album and a Manson album, mechanical albums, and whatever DMX album was out at the time. And I'm sitting there going like, 2 albums that have nothing to do with each other. Then I start listening to the DMX album, and it was the same album that Marilyn Manson was actually on.
No
Oh
kidding.
wow.
He does a song with Marilyn
That's
Manson.
crazy.
It's actually pretty good.
That's crazy.
Nice. I think that first
Weird
time.
connections.
What was it? Oh, X Gonna Give It to You.
Mhm.
First time I
Yeah.
heard that song was in Deadpool. Yeah,
Oh man, I've been listening
the
to DMX
first
since
one.
I
the
did
'90s,
love
so
Yeah.
it. I did
Oh,
love
nice.
I'm old.
Well, hey, you know, it's what it is. But
Cool,
but
cool.
yeah,
keep
you
it
gotta let
up.
me know what you think of the Tarot movie. You gotta message
Yeah,
me
no, I
later.
will. I'm
Let
gonna
me
finish
know.
watching that like right after we wrap this up. But it's
All
fun
right.
talking to you guys because apparently we
Yeah,
have
we
Yeah,
don't.
like a
most
Yeah, we
definitely.
crap
don't
ton
want to
in
keep
common, so that's awesome. But yeah, no, if
Hey.
y'all are ever either in Texas or in Nevada playing a show, let us know.
No, most
Yeah, I
definitely.
mean, we did like a run. We had like 4 or 5 shows. It was like a while back, but we did like Houston and Dallas, and
Yeah.
it was what's the other big Austin? We almost did Austin. Our van broke down. We almost did
Uh-oh.
Austin, and then it was that
Yeah.
Leather and Lay's place. It was on Bar Rescue
Oh.
or
Oh.
Metal and Lace. Metal and Lace.
Oh, yeah,
Metal
okay.
and Lace.
Okay.
We were gonna play there. Our van broke
Mm-hmm.
down, and we had to cancel the show. And I was like, I just wanted to play because it was
Man.
on Bar Rescue.
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
and it had the steampunk vibe, which I thought was cool. But we didn't get to
Well,
play that. And then, but we
well,
did
hey, we
like
got
some other
we got a
places.
bar out here that was on Bar Rescue out in Katy, Texas.
Oh wow.
The Wildcatter Saloon before they had the new ownership with
Mm.
Justin and Carmen, who are awesome people. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They do a lot of live music out there. It's freaking
Well,
amazing.
maybe I can
So
contact them. If you can help me get in
Yeah,
contact with them, we can work something out.
most definitely.
yeah,
Because
I mean,
I'd
if you
love to
want to
go
play
back.
somewhere that was on Bar Rescue, that's the one place
Hey,
here that comes to mind. So
it was just weird because we saw like we saw this on TV and now we're in here. It was just weird.
yeah,
When you have little
oh,
experiences like that. It was, but yeah, but
awesome.
we'll let you get to your movie. I know you want to. I know you want to watch it. You probably got into it and we're like, oh gosh, I want to get back
But
into
hey,
it.
though, maybe like next year or 2026, we should definitely chit chat about maybe doing a little run together.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Tour.
Hey, I'll get up there and do some Avril with you.
Hell yeah.
Get up there and
No,
do some.
no, I was meeting Maura, actually my fiance's
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
So they have like these, so they have originals on Spotify right
Hmm.
now, but they revamped those and already written like a few more, and it just is getting heavier and it's awesome. So,
Yeah, that's what
once
we're trying to do
they're
with
ready
this next one.
to do that, yeah, no,
Yeah.
we'll definitely
So we'll both just get
do a little
heavier
something
and we'll
something.
play a show
Do
together.
it.
Yes.
We're gonna try to get
We'll be
Allison to
like
do
Jericho
hardcore.
and we're gonna break down the walls.
Ooh, what about metalcore? Make a mosh pit. Let's
Hey.
do it.
Hey, look, it's been a while since I had a mosh pit, but hey, I'm down. But
I don't know if we can get Allison to do
long as
metal
I'm
or
not in it.
hardcore vocals. We're gonna have fun with it.
Dude. That would be awesome.
Hey. All
But thank
right,
you
girl.
guys
We'll
so
let you go. And
much.
yeah, thank y'all. Thank you too.
Yeah,
And
Yes.
yeah, we'll catch up soon again. We'll catch up.
absolutely.
All right. Well, have
Again, yeah, y'all have a great night and enjoy your time of the 80-degree weather because it's still
yeah.
90 degrees here. So,
Maybe you'll get some cooler. Maybe I'm gonna
yeah,
hope you get some cooler.
that would be nice.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
maybe
it's
you will.
probably because of the hurricane, right? Maybe it's
I would
swooping some of that air up
maybe
there.
that I was that's what I was saying. I'm like
I
it's
didn't even
got
think
to be
about it.
something because we don't normally
Yeah,
have this in the middle of summer. I'm like it's got to be something, but who
yeah,
knows? But anyway, I'll let you guys get off here
yeah,
and we'll catch up soon.
Yes,
yeah. We
yes.
will for sure.
All right,
Have a
later,
lovely
guys.